Welcome to an episode of the CSE Student Tools 101 series by the Allen School Peer Advisors. In this episode, we'll be going over how to use the MyCSE web portal. MyCSE is super helpful for dealing with a wide range of different tasks, like resetting passwords, checking who your advisor is, and working with IT issues. If you ever plan on applying for the combined 5th year BS-MS program, you'll definitely need to learn how to use MyCSE 2 to keep your personal records up to date. Let's take a look at what the MyCSE webpage looks like. You can visit MyCSE by going to mycse.cs.washington.edu. So typing that in will bring you to a web page that looks like this. An alternative way to get to the same site is just looking up MyCSE UW, and it will be this first link that pops up. And those will both bring you to MyCSE. And so you'll notice there's two tabs, this Home tab and Undergraduate tab. Starting with this Home tab, there's a couple of interesting things. First, you can just very quickly see your CSE net ID and your UW net ID, which are generally the same thing. They should be correct, and if they're not, you can also contact support, and they've included the email here. Additionally, we have these two different tabs here with the quick links and computer-related links. So with quick links, these are really helpful for generic links that you may use frequently, like My Plan if you're trying to register for courses, looking at general CSE undergrad resources, which we'll also have a video on, and then looking at your email if that's something you want to change, and also how to work with your personal devices. If you do have other questions, for example, dealing with your two-factor authentication, if there are any settings you want to change there, these are also really helpful things, as well as setting up what your printing preferences are. Finally, the other thing on this page that's pretty useful is there's this icon at the top. This is for GitLab, and it will bring you to your GitLab page if that's a convenient way for you to access it. Okay, next I will click on the Undergraduate tab, and here, this first section in gray here tells you information about Allen School advising. So I think it's really useful to double check who your assigned advisor is in case you want to book an appointment and make sure you're on track towards your degree. There's also information on how to contact your advisor, as well as quick questions and appointments. Quick questions let you just drop in at certain times of the day if you have a quick question that you want to ask. Alternatively, if you want to have a longer talk with your advisor, you can also schedule an appointment at this link. If you need to change your advisor for any reason, you also have details on how to do that as well. Okay, so this page, this is related to the BS-MS application and also just for keeping your records up to date for any applications that you may have and for the Allen School to know what you've been up to. So the first thing here is you can look at your courses completed. This link, this button, will bring you just to your unofficial transcript, which you can also access by just looking up UW unofficial transcript. You also have a work experience section. It's very easy to add or edit previous work experience. So as an example, if I wanted to create some new entry, all you can do is just type in your company. So I'm going to say fake company, and then you can select the month, the year, type in what position it is, and then you can list your duties. If you are part of a co-op program, you should also check this box, and if there's any additional notes, you can do that as well. So I'm going to click Save, and it's added fake company. And then it's very easy also to edit or delete. And since this is a fake company, I'm going to quickly delete that. TA history, this will populate when you've been a TA. In my case, I've actually never TA'd a course, which is why it's empty. But if there are ever issues on this section, you should also talk to your advisor, and they can edit this for you. Similarly, for research, you'll notice that there isn't like a add new button. The reason why is as a student, you actually don't have permission to just immediately add new things here. What will happen is this will populate if you've registered for research credit. And again, if there are errors here, or for example, if you weren't registered for research credit but completed research, you can talk to your advisor to update this. In my case, I need to do that, which is why this is a little out of date. But however, you can actually edit and delete these as well on your own. Similarly, you can also add or edit and delete scholarships that you may have received, as well as awards. And I think the last part here is studies abroad. I haven't studied abroad, which again is why it's empty, but it's also very easy to add new details here. And you can also edit and delete in the same way. And that's all you need to know about how to work MyCSE. Thanks for watching.